Filming.
Hi everyone, I'm Sienna Wallace and I played Dolly in Disney's Black Beauty. I'm here to read one of the finalist stories in the elementary school category for the Wild Beauty Foundation's second annual creative writing contest with the theme of connection and wild horses. This is Heart Connection, written by a 10-year-old girl, Gracelynn B, from Clarksville, Tennessee. Dakota, a 10-year-old girl who had been in foster care, arrived at her new home. Her grandparents' ranch near the Forest Mountain Range. Dakota's emotions ran high with feelings of fear and worry about what would come next. Dakota's grandmother tried to calm Dakota's fears by telling her about the wild mustangs living in the mountains nearby. After Dakota finished unpacking, her grandmother took them for a ride to the Crystal Spring, a common watering hole frequented by wild horses. "Have you ever heard the story of Paco the bachelor stallion?" asked her grandmother. Dakota nodded no, but asked to know more. Paco, a bachelor stallion on the Unequi North herd, was raised by his father King, who was strong, caring, and nurturing stallion. Paco and his father were always very close until Paco lost his father due to a roundup. These roundups separated families and bands, forcing Paco and his mother to join the Moondrinkers band. Dakota interrupted curiously. What happened next? When Paco was just 2 years old, Moondrinkers band was chased by helicopters during another roundup. But at the last minute, Moondrinkers saved his band by leading them away from the trap and up into the high mountains. "Has Paco ever done anything brave?" asked Dakota. "Yes, just a few months ago, Paco was seen with a very young orphan colt from the eastern herd. For a baby with no band to protect, it can be very dangerous. Paco's big heart connected with Sydney, saving his life from predators in the night. Paco is now teaching Sydney where to find water, how to hide, and where to find protection during storms." Dakota listened intently, and knowing how Sydney felt being alone and not knowing who would take care of her and who being separated from her parents. "Grandma, why did Paco take Sydney under her wing?" Paco learnt from his father King, who nurtured and protected Paco just like Grandpa and I will protect you. The wild mustangs have strong bonds that are passed down from generation to generation. Their family ties are strong and necessary for survival. Weeks later, Dakota, feeling a connection with the horses, returned to watch the wild mustangs as they drank from the large watering hole. Then suddenly, Dakota sensed something behind her. She turned to find Sydney moving toward her. Gently, Dakota reached out her arm as Sydney nuzzled it. Paco realized Sydney was not where he had left him. Paco scanned the herd and in relief saw Sydney making a new friend in Dakota. Paco whinnied for Sydney to join him, and Dakota watched as they returned to graze near the band. Dakota, full of excitement, ran home to share what had happened at the watering hole. It was at that moment Dakota knew she would be safe and cared for just like Sydney was being cared for by Paco. Because of Paco, Sydney would grow up to be brave and a nurturing wild stallion. Thank you.